Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Osha.
Let's start episode 133 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. This question was sent by Anne, and she writes, Good morning, Vidas and Osha. I have a question for you. I'm working on Bach's Christlag in Todesbanden from the Orgelbüchlein, Riemann Schneider edition. The key signature for the chorale is D minor with B flat, but there is no B flat in the key signature for the prelude. However, the piece is apparently written in D minor. I'm assuming it's modal. My question is, how do you determine which mode it is written in? By the way, I'm working on your pedal exercise from the Bach BWV 540 in all major keys and the cadence transposed to 24 keys. I really like them and get warmed up on before my daily practice. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. Thanks. Ann Kimball, Total Organist subscriber. So that's great that Ann is practicing all kinds of exercises from the collection that we have in the Total Organist training system, right?
Yes.
So going back, Osha, to the question about modal pieces and their key signatures, do you think that, do you know this piece, it's in D minor, but there is no B flat next to the clef, but it starts and ends with D minor chord.
I know, and actually this is not the only case that composers in Baroque period did that. But it just means that, the piece is written in Dorian mode, D Dorian mode.
D Dorian. So this system, of course, is much older than major minor system.
Yes, it is, and although I'm telling that this piece is written in D Dorian mode, it's yes and no, because it already has that tonal system, major-minor system, but also preserves some features of that modal system as well.
You know what would be modal? I think the chorale melody is modal.
Yes.
But the harmonization,
Yes.
harmony, chords, and polyphony, I think it's quite normal minor, D minor mode.
So, and she asked about how to determine which mode it is. So this is sort of simple. For example, like in this case, it starts and finishes on D, not on A. It should be if the key would be A minor. So if it finishes on a different note, then you can suspect that the mode is in D.
Mm-hmm. And is it a major or minor mode then?
It's a minor mode.
Why?
In this case, because if you would take piano, all the white keys, and start playing from each of the keys, you could get a different mode each time.
Like from C would be one mode, from D another?
Maybe let's start from the A. Maybe we could talk about all of them.
All right. So what kind of mode would you get if you started playing a scale with white keys starting from A?
This would be Aeolian
and
mode.
It doesn't differ from any normal natural minor, right?
Yes, it's like natural minor. And because it's natural, it does not have that raised 7th scale degree and 6th scale degree, it sounds modal.
Mm-hmm. And then if you start from B with white keys only, it's not B minor then?
Yes, it's not B minor, it's a Locrian key.
Locrian? I don't think we teach that in school very much.
Well, we don't teach that in school, but I think it's crazy, because actually the head of our department, he is crazy about math. Actually, I believe that he is, true mathematician, but not musician.
Mm-hmm.
And because, he teaches kids that there are three major modes and 3 minor modes. And if he adds Locrian mode, then it's 7, modes, and it's not right for him mathematically. But actually, Locrian is a minor mode. So in that case, if you would teach it, you would have 4 minor keys and 3 major, modes. 3 major, 4 minor.
It's not symmetrical.
I know, and it doesn't suit him. So, well, I teach my kids. At least I see that there is a 7th mode too.
Exactly. I think you have to understand that from the B note, if you start playing the scale, it's more minor than major, because B major has 5 sharps from B, and B minor has only 2 sharps.
Yes, and sort of you can imagine that it's a minor key, and comparing to natural minor, it has the lower 2nd scale degree and 5th scale degree.
So even tonic triad or tonic chord is not minor there, it's diminished.
Yes. It's sort of the most awkward mode from all of those 7 modes.
Very sad mode, right?
Yes, it is.
Saddest of them all, I think. What about if you start from C?
Well, you have Ionian mode.
Ionian? Okay. What about, is it different from C major or not?
No, it's actually the same.
Natural major?
Yes, natural major.
I see. And then from D would be our beloved Dorian mode.
Yes, and it's very common. Many composers actually use this D Dorian mode in their compositions.
Why is it related to minor and not to major?
Well, because it's based on D minor scale, you could say that. Only it has a 6 scale degree raised.
B.
Yes.
Natural.
Yes. And if you would look at the tetrachords, that, there are 2 tetrachords in each of these modes. You have, a minor mode, a minor tetrachord at the bottom, and then again you have a minor at the top, so 2 minor tetrachords. That's why it's minor mode.
I see. And D major should have 2 sharps.
Yes.
It's
F sharp and C sharp.
It's more distant from all white keys then.
That's right.
All right. How about from E? What happens?
You would have a Phrygian mode. It's a minor mode too, but comparing to E minor key, it doesn't have a F sharp. So it has the lower 2nd scale degree.
And about F mode, it would be what? Lydian, I think.
Lydian, yes. Comparing with F major, that's a major mode. It wouldn't have B flat. So you would have 4th scale degree raised.
So the last would be from G.
Yes.
And it is Mixolydian.
Yes, it's also a major mode. And you could compare it with G major key, but it wouldn't have F sharp. So it has the 7th scale degree lowered.
So all those early Baroque pieces, even Renaissance pieces, were written in modal system, right?
Yes.
And only later composers adopted major-minor system. And as late as Bach, sometimes he adhered to the rules of modal writing, even though he clearly wrote in major or minor mode.
Yes, but also not only Baroque composers, like later composers, especially French composers, they liked to use modes too.
20th century composers.
Yes, 20th century. Composers like Langlais, for example.
Organ music suits very well for the modal system. Somehow in my church, when I improvise, I use modes all the time.
Yes, and if you would look at any hymnal, you could definitely find quite a few modal hymns too.
Right. So guys, if you decide to check out some modes, practice them by playing just a single melody with one hand, and adapt and transpose to any other note system, starting from C or E flat or B or G sharp, whatever starting point you can do, it's okay. So then your melody will have different modes, and you can transpose to major also related modes like Lydian, Mixolydian, and Ionian, or minor related modes, as Osha said, Dorian, Aeolian, and Phrygian.
And Locrian.
And Locrian if you want to be complete. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to us, and send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. This was Vidas.
And Husha.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.